I really want to play a Sonic game today. Sonic 1, Sonic 2, Sonic 3. I just can't decide. They're all so good. I wish I could play a new Sonic game, a good Sonic game, but they've all been so bad for so long. I guess I just gotta pick one of these old retro games. Oh! What did I trip over? What? Oh, Sonic Mania! Sonic Mania! Finally. Oh, it's amazing! Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. That's what he always said. Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast down Crap Street as Sonic got worse and worse over the last 30 years. I don't know if it's been 30 years. The only good game we have had of late is Sonic Generations, which in my opinion was only half a good game and the other half was a snooze fest like everything else. At least he didn't turn into a werewolf like you did in Sonic 06, which was... And Sonic Colors, I mean, that was kind of okay. But the point is, we haven't had a great Sonic game since the original trilogy, and it took a fan to come along, take those original games, rework them, add new levels, and make Sonic Mania. Sonic 4, in my opinion. Sonic amazing. Sonic actually good. So if you want a video about bad graphics, horrible gameplay, and terrible music, this probably isn't the video for you. But if you want to talk about Sonic Mania, about 2 weeks late when everyone else on YouTube's already talked about it, this is probably the video for you. I'm going to talk about why I love this game so much and why it's worth buying on the Nintendo Switch more so than PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and whatever else it's ever on. Let's get started. So as I said, everyone has already covered this game, which doesn't mean much considering when I started YouTube, I was talking about games that everyone has covered a million times over the last 20 years. But I do feel like I kind of missed the hype train. However, when you have a YouTube channel and you're playing a game that you really enjoy, sometimes you want to make a video about it, so that's what I'm doing. This game took me back to my childhood. When I was a kid, I had a Nintendo. I didn't have a Sega or a Sega, but my friends did, and I fell in love with these games. And as I grew up and bought my own systems and could buy any game I wanted to be a Sonic fan. I had so many friends that were Sonic fans, but I never was able to become one because the games sucked. All the games I tried to play were terrible. Now, finally, in 2017, I get to enjoy one. So what makes this game so great? It is essentially the first 3 games, but new and fresh and exciting. And as someone that hasn't played those original games to death, even the levels that were reworked feel like new levels to me. I don't remember them well enough to remember what is the same and what's different. It all just feels new and re-innovated into a fresh game. Something I actually really like about Sonic Mania more so than the original 3, and this could just be because I was a kid back when I played those games a lot, but the thing I really love about playing Sonic is just blasting through levels. I know there's so many different varying paths and so many secrets you can find and collectibles that you can get and you can get the rings, but for me, it's really about going fast, seeing how seamlessly I can run through a level. So once I've done that successfully, in my opinion, I've completed that level and I don't really go back and try and do anything else. But with the older games, again, maybe I just sucked as a kid, it was harder, it felt a little bit jankier, but this game is just so smoothed out, so streamlined, it's never felt better to play Sonic in 2D, that you can seriously, it might take you a few tries to get good at it, but you can run through these levels at breakneck speeds and it feels really badass when you do it. And with that being the main thing I love about Sonic games, that is exhilarating. For those of you that actually like exploring, if you pull out and you see these maps that they've created, these levels and these worlds that they have built, there are so many different varying paths, there are so many different ways that you can go about completing the level. Underwater levels, you don't even need to go underwater at any point, you can do 7 different paths up top. It's crazy the amount of detail they've put into this game, both in the actual levels, but also in the characters. Even the idling animation, all the new animations look absolutely fantastic and breathe more life into Sonic. Every single screen, every single frame is beautiful. And don't even get me started on the music. I'm a music guy. I mean, a lot of you might figure that by the long hair, but I really enjoy music, and this music is on point. Every single level, every single world has a different soundtrack, so the music is constantly changing and you never get sick of hearing the same song. Not that I think I could get sick of any of these songs, and I'm really looking forward to seeing a lot of people cover these songs and turn them into rock versions. Shout out to Eric, who makes a lot of really cool music covers on his channel, Retro Game Remix. We also have a podcast together. Shout out to myself, Everything's Taken podcast. I'm gonna move on. But I really hope Eric and whoever else covers some of these songs so I can download them, put them on my iPod, and play them while I'm cruising the streets of wherever I am. But I feel like Sonic Mania is at home on the Nintendo Switch. I feel like it's default the definitive edition, and it's no different. It's exactly the same game as the other systems, but why is it better on the Switch? Well, actually, that's just it. It's exactly the same game. It didn't have to get downscaled, it doesn't have frame rate issues, it doesn't look any different, doesn't play any different, doesn't sound any different, but you can play it on your TV like the other systems, and you can take it on the go. Having that added ability of portability is something that you can't get on the other two systems and really speaks for itself. This is where the Switch starts to shine. When it can take games like this that's exactly the same on its competitor systems, but you're able to take it on the go and play it in the bathroom, or play it at your friend's house, or play it on a plane, and play the exact same game that you could play at home on your TV, but wherever you want. And it's games like this that just make so much more sense to pick them up on the Switch if you already have the Switch. And it's stuff like this that makes me excited that I actually own the Switch. Because even if you had it on PS4 and you were leaving the house, you can't tell me that there isn't a part of you that would want to take it with you. And that's something that you can do on the Switch. But don't get me wrong, for its price, obviously the game is worth getting no matter how you can get it. And if you don't care about portability, then it really doesn't matter what system you get it on. I'm just really enjoying playing it both docked and on the go. I don't know what it is about Sonic that doesn't translate well into 3D. Games like Mario and Zelda, when they got put into 3D, it just blew our minds. As soon as Super Mario 64 and Ocarina of Time hit, it was like the world was changing. But when Sonic did it, it was like, why is this changing? Take it back. It's just terrible. I don't know what it is about Sonic that's never really been able to make that jump and actually have... I mean, there's been a few decent games and I know that, but nowhere near the level of success that these other games are having with that jump to 3D. I don't know what it is. Maybe Sonic just needs to stay in 2D. Maybe this is the future of Sonic. I feel like there's something there. I feel like if I was making a Sonic game, I could do a pretty good job at making a 3D Sonic game and knowing what people would actually like to play. Like maybe take Generations, split it in half, and then double the good part. That might be where I start, but I'm sure everyone that makes a 3D Sonic game thinks they're making a good game. I doubt any of them think, you know what would be terrible? Let's make Sonic a werewolf. That would really annoy people. They actually probably thought that was a good idea, so I don't know, who knows. But what do you guys think? Should Sonic stay in 2D, or should we try 3D a little bit more before we give up first? So at this point, I feel like there isn't much I can say that will add anything constructive to this review that you probably haven't heard 1,000 times before. And there's a couple reasons why I wanted to make this video. One, as I said, I'm really enjoying the game. I love my Nintendo Switch, so it made sense for me to talk about something like this on my channel. And secondly, if you have any reservations, if you love the old Sonic games, but for some reason you're still not sure, no matter how many great things you've heard about it, and you're just for some reason waiting for my opinion on this as to whether or not you should go out and buy it, yeah, you should go out and buy it. The only thing that I really don't like about it is that it doesn't have physical. That, I mean, I said it in my recent video, but if you can do all of this for $70, I feel like you could have found a way to put the game in there. I really want to actually own this game. This is such a great big release for me for it just to be digital. Like, some things I can understand, but this one I really hope that it finds its way to a physical release eventually. But whether or not it does get that, for its price, it's more than worth it, especially if you're an old school Sonic fan. But guys, that's all from me in this video. Remember to hit like, be subscribed, and touch that damn bell, because I appreciate it. And subscribing makes us best friends. I want to know your opinion. Let me know down below if you have Sonic Mania and what you think about it, if you're considering getting it, and your system of choice for this game. And I will see you guys very soon in the next video. Oh, and you might have one more question, and that's, what the hell am I wearing? Find out in the next video why I'm wearing this shirt.
Who the hell threw my games on the ground? Shadow person.